Welcome to the Beyond Show, the place where history comes to life, again. I'm your host, Tom Echo, and today's guest is one of the most ambitious and controversial figures in history. A military mastermind, an empire builder, and a man who once crowned himself. Towering in influence, if not height, his name is synonymous with power. Ladies and gentlemen, Napoleon Bonaparte.
Merci. It is an honor to be here, or rather, an honor for you to have me. Let us begin.
I'd expect nothing less. All right, let's dive in. What's one thing people always misunderstand about you?
Many think I was driven solely by power. In truth, it was not power for its own sake that I sought, but the chance to shape the world into something greater. My ambition was not selfish. It was a vision. Yet, I am often painted as a tyrant rather than a reformer. Perhaps it is the price one pays for greatness.
That's deep. So, do you think history judged you too harshly?
History is written by the victors. Those who feared me painted me as a tyrant. My reforms, laws, meritocracy, education, they speak for themselves. No?
Fair point. It sounds like you were trying to play chess while the rest of the world was playing checkers.
Precisely.
If you could rewrite one chapter of your life, what would it be and why?
Without hesitation, the Russian campaign. It was not strategy that failed me, but the winter and a measure of overconfidence. If I could, I would have planned more cautiously, delayed my advance, or avoided it altogether. The cost of that mistake was too great, and I carry the weight of it still.
Ah, the infamous Russian winter. Even the great Napoleon was no match for Mother Nature. Do you think anyone could have succeeded in those conditions?
No one. Nature respects no man, not even an emperor.
What did you really think of Wellington? Be honest.
A formidable foe, though lacking in creativity. He was cautious, perhaps too cautious for my taste, but I respected his discipline and ability to exploit my missteps. Let us say this, he was a hammer, not a scalpel.
A hammer? What a way to put it. So you respected him, but he didn't keep you up at night?
Not at all. A good general, yes, but predictable.
What was the secret to keeping morale high among your troops during impossible campaigns?
I fought alongside them. I shared in their hardships, their victories, and their defeats. A leader must be visible, must inspire. My men knew I believed in them, and so they believed in me. To them, I was not just a general, I was one of them.
That's incredible. You really led from the front. No wonder they were so loyal. It sounds like you earned their respect, not just demanded it.
Exactly. Respect is earned on the battlefield, not in palaces.
Did you ever feel lonely at the top?
Lonely? Often. To command is to isolate oneself, for few can truly understand the burdens of leadership. Trust becomes a luxury, and every decision is yours to bear alone. Greatness, you see, demands sacrifices, even of companionship.
That's profound. I suppose leadership comes with a hefty price tag.
Indeed, it is a heavy crown.
Let's take a moment to talk about the man behind the empire. Napoleon, your personal life, especially your relationship with Josephine, has fascinated people for centuries. What drew you to her? What made her so pivotal in your life?
Josephine. She was elegance and charm personified. Her wit, her beauty, and her ability to navigate the complexities of court life were unmatched. She captivated me from the moment we met.
What do you think was the most misunderstood aspect of your relationship with Josephine? Do you think public perception of your marriage influenced your image as a leader in any way?
Many focus on the drama, the infidelities, the divorce, but they failed to see the profound affection that bound us. From the way she could calm my fiery temper with a single word to the tender notes she would leave for me before my campaigns, Josephine's love was a constant anchor in my turbulent life. Even after we parted, she remained an indelible part of my heart. Her influence extended beyond our marriage. Her insights into diplomacy and the nuances of human behavior shaped many of my decisions as a leader, even in her absence. She was not only my muse and confidant, but also a rare beacon of trust in a turbulent world. For instance, during my most trying moments, She could discern who among my advisors truly had my best interest at heart. Her perceptive nature saved me from more than one political misstep.
Thanks for sharing these heartfelt reflections about Josephine. It's clear she meant a great deal to you. If you could relive one moment with her, what would it be?
Our wedding day, it was a moment of pure joy and promise. Despite the challenges that followed, it remains one of the happiest days of my life.
Did you ever wonder how your life might have been different had you stayed with her?
Often, but life demands choices, and I had to prioritize the empire. Josephine understood that, though it pained us both.
Why did you always keep your hand tucked in your coat? Was it really comfortable or just a fashion statement?
Comfortable? Perhaps, but it was also practical, an enduring gesture of composure. It became iconic, yes, but at the time, it was simply a habit born of my need to appear calm and in control, even when the world was in chaos.
Calm and composed in the middle of chaos? That's next-level confidence. And now it's your trademark look.
Quite unintentional, but I'll accept that.
Be honest, did you actually enjoy wearing those extravagant hats, or was it just part of the branding?
The bicorn. It was both functional and symbolic. I chose it not for extravagance, but for recognition. On the battlefield, my troops could spot me instantly among the chaos. Branding, as you call it, was a fortunate side effect.
Functional and iconic. You really knew how to multitask. If you were to modernize your empire today, what would be the first app you'd launch?
An app for meritocracy, a platform where talents, not titles, determine one's rise. It would match individuals with opportunities based on their abilities, creating a system where everyone could contribute to the empire's success.
That's brilliant. I think Silicon Valley would be all over that idea.
Efficiency and opportunity, a powerful combination.
Who would win in a duel? You, Julius Caesar, or Alexander the Great? And how?
A fascinating question. Alexander, with his boldness, might win the first strike. Caesar, with his cunning, the second. But I would adapt to both and emerge victorious. Strategy is, after all, the art of defeating men greater than oneself.
Bold words, but I believe you. That would be the ultimate pay-per-view event. What's the weirdest piece of advice you ever received from one of your generals?
One suggested we use incendiary pigs to terrify the enemy's horses. Ingenious perhaps, but absurd. I declined, though I admired his creativity.
Incendiary pigs? That's wild. I bet that story would go viral today. Is it true that you were once attacked by a rabbit mob? What really happened there?
The infamous rabbit debacle. Yes, it's true. I had arranged a hunt, but my staff acquired tame rabbits instead of wild ones. When released, they charged at me, mistaking me for their keeper. I fled, laughing and slightly unnerved by their determination.
That's incredible. The great Napoleon chased off by rabbits. History never fails to surprise me.
Even emperors are not immune to nature's surprises.
What's the most outrageous rumor you've heard about yourself that wasn't true?
That I was short? I stood taller than many men of my time, but propaganda exaggerated my stature, or lack thereof. It amused me, though. Let them underestimate me. It made victory all the sweeter.
So you turned their rumors into an advantage. That's next-level strategy. All right, Napoleon, it's time for a quick fire round. Answer with the first thing that comes to mind. Tea or coffee?
Coffee, of course. It fuels both ambition and strategy.
Cat or dog?
Dog. Loyalty is a soldier's best trait.
Hats or crowns?
Hats. Practicality always wins.
Wine or champagne?
Champagne, for celebrations, of course.
Paris or Corsica?
Paris. The stage of my greatest triumphs.
Winter campaigns or summer campaigns?
Summer. Winter is an enemy unto itself.
Sword or cannon?
Cannon. Modern warfare demands power and precision.
Books or battle plans?
Both. A general must learn from the past to command the future.
Opera or theater?
Theater. Drama, like strategy, captivates the mind.
Ruling France or conquering Europe?
Conquering Europe. Ambition drives progress.
Dinner with Julius Caesar or Alexander the Great?
Alexander. Boldness is an art I admire.
Strategy or luck?
Strategy. Luck is the companion of preparation.
Marching on foot or riding on horseback?
Horseback. A leader must see the battlefield clearly.
Victory parade or quiet celebration?
Quiet celebration. True victories are reflected upon, not paraded.
Legacy or glory?
Legacy. Glory fades, but legacy endures.
And there you have it, an intimate and insightful look into the mind of Napoleon Bonaparte. His words remind us that leadership is as much about vision as it is about the sacrifices made along the way. What lessons can we take from his story to shape our own journeys of ambition and resilience? Perhaps his story challenges us to consider, what legacy are we building in our own lives? Thank you, Your Majesty, for joining us today.
The pleasure was mine. Vive la France. May the lessons of ambition and leadership inspire future generations to build a better world.
Thank you for joining us on The Beyond Show. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to subscribe, stay curious, and explore the untold stories that continue to shape our world. Who would you like us to bring back to life next? Drop your suggestions in the comments, and your idea could inspire our next guest. Until next time, continue exploring the untold stories of history, and let the wisdom of the past guide your journey into the future.